When I stepped out the door, I suddenly noticed something strange. The computer game I had just shut down was running again. Even weirder, my in-game character was still hacking away at other players on its own. At first, I thought maybe my computer caught a virus. But then my phone rang. It was my friend. And that's when I realized things were way more complicated than I thought. He told me not to go to my job interview. Apparently there had been a massacre at that company, a brutal, senseless slaughter, and the place was now completely surrounded by the police. I glanced back at my monitor. My game character had just wiped out every last enemy. That coincidence sent a chill straight down my spine. To make sure I wasn't imagining things, I started a video call with my friend, and what I saw froze me in place. The crime scene behind him looked exactly like the one in my game. Out of instinct, I waved at my screen, and to my horror, the character waved back. That's when it hit me. Was the game bleeding into reality? Trying to calm myself, I asked my friend if maybe a film crew was shooting nearby. But then the character on screen shook his head like he could hear me. That's when I knew the killer might actually be there, right next to my friend. I told him to ask the survivors what the murderer looked like. They said the killer carried a machete and wore yellow pants. My stomach dropped. That was exactly what my game character was wearing. I told my friend to run, to get away fast, but he just laughed, thought I was being paranoid. Right then, a cop came up and told him to leave the area.
Глупо, но это так. Убийца, он из игры, в которую я играю.
Да не слушайте вы его, он просто на игрушках.
But the officer's face suddenly changed. He suspected my friend knew something. Next thing I knew, they were putting him in a police car. I panicked, pacing back and forth, not realizing my game screen had changed again. Now a black sedan was tailing the police car. I tried to take control of the game to stop it somehow, but none of the keys worked. The next second, the black car rammed the police cruiser. Men jumped out, grabbed my friend, and drove off with him. The scene shifted. My friend was tied up in some dark warehouse, his body covered in sharp metal spikes. Then a voice echoed in my head. If you want to save him, play my game. Win and he lives. Lose and he dies. I tried to quit, but the computer wouldn't let me. Every time I got hurt in the game, the spikes on my friend's body tightened. I had no choice but to fight back. After a brutal struggle, I started to turn the tables, but then the screen froze again. The mysterious voice asked me one last question. How much money do you owe your friend? My mind went blank. I couldn't remember the exact number, so I just typed something random. The screen flashed blood red, and right before my eyes, the spikes drove through his body. That's when I finally realized this wasn't a game at all. It was a nightmare I could never wake up from.